city, bright lights, fancy cars, jet flying, limousine ride, chick stealing, wheeling and dealing, son of a gun. Learn to love it, cause it's the best thing going. Mothers, hide your daughters. Big city, bright lights, that's what I'm dreaming of. Short days and long nights, I think we made it, yeah. Big city, bright lights, that's what I'm dreaming of. Short days and long nights, I think we made it, yeah. I remember eating ramen, cheese and chop, hot dog. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp and swell, trying to ball off. Like Biggie, yeah, shit and classy. I came up from the bottom, struggled for too long, lived on the poor man's column. I remember when the ladies didn't want me, but now I guess since I'm the man, they cannot live without me. You ought to see my Twitter and my IG, man, it banging like a motherfucker. Had my niggas stoked, cause even right there with me in the gutter, shining on a hater, rocking alligator, moving state to state, baby. I gotta stack that paper. Know you missing me, but I'm living my dream. I went from driving hand-me-down to riding super clean. They said I couldn't do it, but I did it. Now they know I am the flagship. Best it ever did is beg a differ, come and prove it. I work too hard to live the way I'm living. I pull up in that Bentley with them stars up in the ceiling. You hear me? Big city, bright lights, that's what I'm dreaming of. Short days and long nights, I think we made it, yeah. Big city, bright lights, that's what I'm dreaming of. Short days and long nights, I think we made it, yeah. They told me when you make it, they gon' hate on ya. My mama told me never be afraid. Hey, do you see the change in me? Cause I don't hit no stage for free. Tailor-made, I know the world is watching me. Yeah, I'm the face, cause they can see a God inside of me. The big old black Ric Flair, the nigga with the cool hair, impeccable. I feel so invincible, incredible. I show you what I'm hitting for. Big city, bright lights, that's what I'm dreaming of. Short days and long nights, I think we made it, yeah. Big city, bright lights.
Oh boy. Yeah, y'all. It's here. It's here. This is Slick Talk with Osker D. And I'm your host, Osker D. Nigga's mama favorite side nigga. That is who I am. And I'm back. I'm solo dolo today. Sending out more prayers to my co-host, Kenny Man, and his family. Sending much love out to them. Send a shout out to itsdakid. Send a shout out to Princess Stack. She had business that she had to take care of. So, I'm solo dolo today, baby. So, what I want to do is, I kind of want to recap on something from last week. Last week, if you go back and look at the rebroadcast, you'll see we had a pretty controversial subject. I feel like things were taken out of context, and when things are taken out of context, things go left. So, since I'm here by myself and I get to speak and not be interrupted, I guess I should take advantage of that. So, first and foremost, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background. I am a God-fearing Southern African-American straight male from Lake Village, Arkansas. I grew up in the 1980s. That is one of the greatest decades, if you ask me, in my lifetime that I've witnessed. Life was so much different. As a child, I can remember, things were different. Things weren't as complicated. We were more social with one another. We were friendlier with one another. We didn't have the distractions that we have now. Now we have social media and, touchscreen devices that take us away from interacting with one another. I feel like back then we had more moral values as well. Things were just different. It just seemed like a happier time to me as opposed to today. Today is so stressed. It's such a stressing time. We don't know whether we're going or coming. But with that being said, I was raised in a home with both of my parents, and I was blessed. I would have to say that I'm a very blessed one. That's something that a lot of people aren't able to say. And I feel so much sympathy for those that haven't grown up with both parents in the home, because it's a difference. It's a difference. It can make the difference between your structure being built up. With that, I was taught a lot of things. I was shown a certain way, a path to follow. I grew up in a religious home. We were open-minded, but it was a lot of love involved. So I understand the benefit of having a strong counterpart, your queen or your king. I understand the structure of a home, how it's supposed to be, and how we're supposed to behave outside of the home. Back in that time growing up, certain things weren't out in the open. So many things are attainable now. Like, I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were talking about how the difference between today and then, and like how now you don't have really any privacy. Like, for instance, I remember back in the day, your girlfriend was a mystery. Yeah, we knew you had a girlfriend, and maybe one day we would be introduced to your girlfriend. But now, your girlfriend on Facebook, your girlfriend on Instagram. All we got to do is go to your page, and it either says you're in a relationship with her, or you got a picture and she's in it. So now we can go to your girlfriend's page and jump in her inbox and throw salt or try to shoot our shot at your girlfriend. There's no privacy. And you guys are falling out over what's in your inbox. Different things like that. You didn't have that problem back then. Of course there was infidelity and people cheated, but it was much more difficult because it was human interaction. A person had to actually separate themselves from you to cheat. Now you can cheat on a person in the same room with them. Like a lot of you people right now are sitting in your home, be sitting in there later, and your girlfriend is over there on the couch or sitting on the bed texting some other dude. She's texting somebody that she likes better than you because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. It's true. It's true. There's no sense of me lying. It's the truth. Yeah, or vice versa. Your man just got a text from the side piece that he need to get his ass over there because she got a nice little lingerie outfit and she cooking. And he better get over there. So he gonna make an excuse to get away from you. He gotta go back to work. Or he got to go in. Yeah, and he gonna go over there. Yeah, y'all sit right in the same room cheating on each other now. How convenient. But with all that being said, I was raised in a home where I was given moral values. I was scared into doing things the right way. I wanted to avoid jail or being murdered or, all this and that. People kept their sexual orientation private. I didn't know what the hell you are. I don't care. You're a human being. All you need to do is be respectful and don't overstep your boundaries around other people. Treat people with respect and love. Conduct yourself in a civil manner. Back then, we didn't know what the hell was going on. We just were living. Back then, if a guy put a dress on, he was called a cross-dresser. To us then, that was just some weird shit. Oh, well, that's his business. Let him do it. It's fine. It's what he wants to do. No big deal. Now we living in an age where we're too goddamn sensitive. And I found that out last week. We're way too sensitive to the point where we don't listen. We get offended by things, and as soon as we get offended, I'm offended. What are you offended about? Oh, because our opinions are different. So because I don't have the same view as you on a certain subject, I'm being mean or hateful? Does that even make any goddamn sense at all? No, it's just that I don't agree with you. And I have the right to not agree with you, just like you have the right to not agree with me. It's called a goddamn opinion. It's something that I thought that we were able to have. I could have sworn that was something we could have. I didn't know that you can't have an opinion nowadays. And when you do, you're being threatened that, people don't want to deal with you now. Oh, you got people mad. Well, I was told by my co-host on the air last week that I had a bunch of fans that were very displeased with my view on things as far as the gender thing was going last week. And I have a rebuttal for that. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Osker D is a very honest dude. Most people probably, like a beta male, would have come on here today and apologized. And if I had seen someone doing it, I'd be like, what the hell is he I'm not apologizing for anything, because I didn't do anything wrong. What did I do wrong? State my opinion? Well, I'm guilty. And I'm going to continue to do that. It's called freedom of speech. You might want to look that up if you don't know what that is. God damn it, it's my right. I had to say this, and it might sound weird, but You know what the name of this show is, right? It's called Slick Talk with Osker D. This is my goddamn show. I busted my ass to have this show. I can say and talk about whatever the hell I want to. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch this. I am not forcing anybody to watch this. And that's real. If you that upset about my opinion, peace. And as far as all that fan talk, I ain't buying it. Because last time I checked my TuneCore account, I ain't seen none of them fans you talked about. They ain't bought none of my goddamn music. They ain't subscribed to none of my YouTube channel. They ain't following me on IG. They ain't following my Facebook page, the Osker D Experience. So how the hell are they fans? Don't sound like fans to me. And if you suddenly become not a fan because I have an opinion about something that you may not agree with, you're not a real fan to begin with. What were you people a fan of to begin with? What changed? Because I have a different view on life? Because I'm more of a realistic person and I don't want to subscribe to your fantasy world? Where in your world where unicorns and shit exist? I don't believe in that shit. Sorry. Would you not watch the show if I happen to be an atheist? Because I'm not an atheist, but would you not watch my show because of that? Doesn't make any sense. But like I said, if you have such a big issue with it, cut this son bitch off. I don't want people listening to it that can't respect a person's opinion. I don't want them type of people watching this. You're too goddamn sensitive. You beta males. And you broken ass people that are miserable with your lives, posting your every move on social media and getting pissed off when people ask questions about your miserable ass posts. Stop putting your business online. If you stop putting your business online and sounding all like it's the end of the world when it's just life, what you need to understand is you too goddamn sensitive to even live in this world right now. Life is unapologetic. Life is rough. Life is living. Grow the fuck up. What you need to be worried about is educating yourself so you can make it to next week. Most of these people are so worried about social issues. Socialism ain't gonna get you nowhere. What we just had. No. Nah, didn't leave. Yesterday was the election. And the Democrats took the House and the Republicans took the Senate. So a lot of people are very upset because, they wanted the Democrats to take the Senate as well, because if they had been able to take the Senate, they could get Donald Trump's ass right up out of here. They found out that, yeah, you can take the House and you can impeach him, but it's not going to stick because the Senate has to sign off on it. And since the Senate is Republican, they ain't with the shits. They ain't with the shits. So you gonna have to deal with Mr. Trump. He ain't going nowhere. I'll tell you what I'm a little displeased with. See, I'm the type of person, I realize that there are three things that you really have to be careful with talking about with people. It's religion, politics, and social issues. It's those three things right there, those three things are tough subjects to cover with people because people tend to get in their feelings when they talk about it. And what you got to understand is you got to understand how a conversation operates. A conversation is when two people engage in a civil dialogue. One talks, one listens. The one that listened talks and the other one listens. It's back and forth. You actually allow a person to convey what they're trying to say to you, and then you process it, and then you come back. A lot of people don't understand that, honestly, 9 times out of 10, if you actually just heard a person out when they spoke in its entirety, you just might agree with them. You might find out that you guys are on the same page. You just might find that out. Or you might understand, you might get an understanding, okay, this is how this person thinks. I get it. I understand now. I understand due to your background, your upbringing, I understand why you feel that way. Like, for instance, I'll tell you something. Like I said, I'm a southern dude from Lake Village, Arkansas. I moved up here in 2003, and I was culture shocked. And I've gotten to the point now where I'm not anymore, but it took years for me not to be culture shocked. I saw some things that just wouldn't fly in my hometown. Like, for instance, here in the Mid-Atlantic area, I noticed, like, youngsters, like children, are often allowed to play with adults. And what I mean by that is, like, go back and forth with banter, like, as they say, joning. I've seen children joning on their aunt and uncles, and I'm like, so your little 7-8-year-old child is allowed to insult their aunt or uncle and not get their ass whooped, and everybody think it's funny, and this kid is being disrespectful. Like, where I'm from, that's disrespect. Back and forth with your aunt or your uncle. I was just shocked to see that was something that was normal at one point in time when I got here. And I'm sitting there like, man, I am waiting to see this boy get his ass tore up. No, they think it's funny. It's a difference. It's a difference. And as time progressed here, I started to understand the difference. People live different in different areas. What's considered disrespectful in one place is not in the next. Where I'm from, I'm talking about, if you better be asking them how high to jump when I want a grown up say something to you as a child. How high? Or you finna get your ass whooped. You ain't about to be joning on no aunt or uncle. You finna get your ass tore up down there. Them switches coming out. Whatever it take. But people are just too damn sensitive nowadays. And we got to get out of that sensitivity. Where the alpha males at? It perplexes me the fact that so many people want to be some shit that they not. Where are the men that want to be men? Where they at? Somebody got to do it. It can't just be me or the engineer or the other men or Kenny man, or it can't just be us being the men. There's got to be some more men out here. Where the hell are y'all? We are at war. Like, look around. You got I'm gonna go back because I kind of lost my way and I just caught it. I was talking about the election and I was saying something about what I was displeased with, and what I'm displeased with is how people have been so antagonistic towards one another on social media as far as it comes to voting. It's your right to go out and vote. And people did what they felt was necessary yesterday. And obviously it damn sure worked. It damn sure worked for the House. Because folk went out and voted Democrat and got them Democrats in the House. Didn't work so much for the Senate. But we do have to understand this. You know, a lot of black folks feel like, well, since you black, you got to vote Democrat. We do have to take into consideration that we are outnumbered. If it's a race thing, we're outnumbered. And it's hard to win that. You know, most people with money are going to vote for Republicans because the Republicans' views and policies cater more to them, to the wealthy. You know, that is the issue. My thing is, you know, I hear a lot of people. I see a lot of people on here like, if you didn't vote, I don't want to hear you complaining. And I get it. I get that. I'm with it. But stop attacking each other. Man, just take your ass to the poll and vote and shut your damn mouth. Like, when I vote, I'm more power to you if you want to post your pictures up, you know, with your I voted sticker. Cool, you proud. I'm not posting that up. It ain't none of your business who I vote for, whether I voted, when I voted. Ain't none of your business. I do what I want to do as an African American in this country. I do what I want to do when I want to do it, how I want to do it, and it ain't nobody damn business. Who you voted for? Don't worry about who I voted for. I voted for the people I felt were the right ones. I feel like people need to stay out for goddamn business. Stay out for business and do what you need to do. Got that house. Let's see what happens. I was very I actually more invested in what was going on in my hometown election wise. It was a couple it was a couple of people that I'm disappointed that didn't get elected. The Rucker guy, I wanted him to win. He didn't win. Now I'm very happy that Miss Wilson did. She won. I'm very pleased with that. We were definitely getting behind her and rooting for her. I was hoping that Ricky Lattimore Sr. would have won, but he didn't win as well. But, you know, they time coming. We're going to take a little break. I'm going to gather my thoughts. I got to call one of y'all mama. I'm hungry. And I want my T-bone steak tonight. Take your ass out and give me some A1 sauce. I like that with my T-bone steak. I'll be back in a minute.
I'm having a hard time holding these gators down. When you live in the biggest house, on the biggest hill, on the biggest side of town, riding long limousine, and any woman in the world that I want, then they know you the champ. Walk up in the club, everybody know I made it good, they heard it pulled up. Riding long limousine, flying jet plane, bad women in the cut. Diamond on my Rolex, bezel trumpet light, I'ma get it looking tough. You can tell by the made it how they frowned up, cause they know I'm about to turn up. Big old black Ric Flair, hold up, hold up. Big old black Ric Flair, hold up, hold up. Big old black Ric Flair, hold up, hold up. Big old black Ric Flair, hold up, hold up. We done ran out of rose, say what? Tell them bring another round. I'm a extra represent a nigga. Ooh, no matter where I'm at, I shut it down. Damn right. You looking at the flagship. Coldest that you never done it. I paid the price to be the best at this, and everybody around the world know that I run it. Certified G, bonafide track killer. Boom music like a dope dealer. With my comeback game on flick, dropping threes on them hoes like a Reggie Miller. And your old lady all on me, and she looking pretty good, you better come and get her. Cause I'm shitting on a nigga with that bedroom game all day, no babysitter. I am the undisputed champion. Put it on and lots, so come get you some. I done deal with all these other niggas, tried to do pathetic because I am the one. I'm the future, all these haters scared to fake, but it's inevitable prophecy. I'm the one your daddy talked about when you were little, ain't nobody stopping me. Man, the industry in danger. That thing infested with fuck niggas. Anybody better differ, run up on me, I ain't never scared to slump a nigga. Walk up in the club, everybody know I made it good, they heard it pulled up. Riding long limousine, flying jet plane, bad women in the cut. Diamond on my Rolex, bezel trumpet light, I'ma get it looking tough. You can tell by the made it how they frowned up, cause they know I'm about to turn up. Big old black Ric Flair, hold up, hold up. Big old black Ric Flair, hold up, hold up. Big old black Ric Flair, hold up, hold up. Big old black Ric Flair, hold up, hold up. They say you leaning on a nigga's stick. Ah, goddamn it, I ain't done it yet. I done paid my due, walked about my shoe, puss a nigga gon' cut the check, cut the check. You don't wanna see a nigga get gully in my scully, I can show you about this 7 life, sir. But I'm too busy looking pretty and sitting right clean on them hater bitch, I'm out of sight. I am on a whole nother level. You're looking at God now. Middle finger to them haters, got you mad, bet your baby mama got a nigga all over her iPod. Set another level for a platform. Megatron, but I don't transform. Super Saiyan, I'm in rare form. Black out on you like I'm Jason Bourne. I am the ultimate terror. In your nightmares like I'm Hanna-Barbera. Bitch, I live in your dreams. Just a hint of my character scares you. While you sipping your lean, I've been working on how to get rid of you. In the cut looking mean. Swear to God ain't nobody is scared of you. It remain to be seen. What I do ain't nobody can do it better. Go check out that pinky ring. You can look but you never can test, so be careful. Walk up in the club, everybody know I made it good, they heard it pulled up. Riding long limousine, flying jet plane, bad women in the cut. Diamond on my Rolex, bezel trumpet light, I'ma get it looking tough. You can tell
Hold up. I'm back. Mama gonna have that T-bone steak sizzling for a nigga. Mad potato, broccoli. Yeah, dick. Have it ready for me. Yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all, man. My thing, I had a father that was an activist in his community. He stood for righteousness. And he wasn't worried about what nobody thought about him. He was a short man, little bitty fella, but he had the heart of a giant. And I'm gonna let y'all know something. I got it honest. And I ain't no little nigga. And I definitely don't give a damn about what you think. I'm built like that. You know. So I'm gonna tell you the truth, whether it hurt or not. I don't benefit off lying to you at all. And everything I say ain't always right. But what I try to do is I base what I say off research, off fact. I don't just make this shit up. I have no issue with explaining myself about anything that I may say or have said. Matter of fact, I don't know if y'all know the number, 240-719-2560. If you want to call in, that's fine. If you want to challenge me, that's fine. 240-719-2560. You want to show some love, that's fine. But like I said, I do a lot of research. I try to educate myself every day on something new, some new method to try to help the world. I can't say the world, but I tell you what, I might be able to say something that could spark something to help one person. It's always somebody that need to hear this. Somebody. You know, it kind of brought something out of me last week, the way things went. Because it was kind of like I was made out to be this evil, hateful person, and that's far from what it is. Like, I don't hate a soul. And there's some folks that done some low down shit to me. I don't hate one soul, man. I don't subscribe to that. I'm not going to allow a person to have that type of power to have me have any hatred towards them. And at the end of the day, we can talk about, well, you got some people like, well, you can't be judging people. I ain't judging nobody. I ain't got the right to judge nobody. But you can't tell me I can't say if something is wrong for something. One thing that you're not gonna do is you're not gonna make me subscribe to your reality. Your reality is bullshit. Let's make me subscribe to reality, not your reality. Well, this is my reality. Do you know, man, I think I told y'all last week about the guy that, like, in his 50s, that left his family to be a 6-year-old girl, and that was his reality. And then there's a guy that got surgery on himself, and he identifies as an alien, as a space alien. That's his reality. And then there's a guy that identifies as a cat. That's his reality. My only question about that type of shit is, The person that say that you say you a cat. All right, so you ask, so what make you a cat? Well, I've always felt like I always felt like I was a cat when I was a kid. I felt like a cat. I kept looking at my balls, and I wanted to I wanted to lick my own balls. like a cat. I started licking my wrist. And I just wanted to lick on shit, and felt like I had hairballs in my throat, and I just wanted to climb shit. I've always felt like I was a cat. And then a sensible person would say, hey, brother, so how you know what a cat feels like? You ain't never been a cat. You don't know what the fuck a cat feel like. Have you ever thought that a cat don't want to be in your goddamn house? You ever thought that cat don't want to live there? You ever thought that cat don't give a damn about what you feeding them, or they would rather be running out in the wilderness with the other cats and shit? You ever thought that? You ever thought about the fact that I'm just saying, like, I have a different way of thinking. I don't want nobody to feel bad about it, but I'm just saying, we have pets. You ever thought about how pets feel? Like, but our excuses, but I love him. You love that dog, don't you? You ever thought that dog don't want to be in the house? You ever thought that dog would rather be outside doing what dogs do? They can find their own food and shit. They eat stuff that you might not even know about. On the ground and shit, they kill shit, they eat it. They're animals. Animals weren't always in the house. We decided to enslave animals and call them pets. Have you ever thought about that? I mean, we've normalized it now, so it's fine. But but just think about it. Think about how you would feel if somebody took you against your will. Oh, that's called slavery. Slavery. Took you against your will, threw you in a cage, put you in an area where you can't leave. Oh, but they feed you. They feed you and shit. That's a benefit, huh? They feed you. They feed you what they want to feed you. They feed you when they want to feed you. And they go leave and leave you in there all day long. And when you shit or piss somewhere, they mad at you. And they rub your nose in it. Shit like that. Like, I'm just saying, have people ever thought about that? So, I'm just wondering, this dude that like he said he's a cat. Yeah. So I've been thought I had a tail at 3. I was chasing my tail, my imaginary tail. And I'm supposed to take you serious. And I'm supposed to call you a cat because you said you identify as a cat. But them offensive people will be like, but that's not the same thing. Bullshit. It's the exact same thing. It's called principle. It's the fact that you are calling yourself something that you are not. And you expect me to believe that shit. You ain't no goddamn cat man. You ain't no cat man. You're a human. Oh, boy. And this the shit we have to be, this the shit we concerned with. That's a sad thing. This the shit we concerned with in the world as opposed to what's really going on. Did anybody notice last night was election night, and it was also the season finale to the show The Purge? Anybody? And I don't know if people noticed that movie, the movie The Purge, is really about, it's a political movie. It's about the government giving Americans a night to purge. They can do whatever they want to do. They can kill whoever they want to kill. They can rob whoever they want to rob. That's some scary shit. It's almost like it's a message in there like they telling you, hey, shit, go do it. Want y'all to go purge. Why did that damn show happen to fall on election, the season finale? They figured that right out. We're going to make sure that this season finale to the Purge is going to air on election night. It's something up with that. It's something up with that. And you can call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever. You call me whatever you want to. I ain't got no problem with what you call me. I ain't sensitive like that. Call me whatever you want to. It's consequence behind if you call me the wrong thing, in my face. That's something you're going to have to deal with. But, yeah, I definitely believe it's an agenda out here. There are multiple distractions. There was I heard about something that people voted for, and the question was so confusing to the point where people unintentionally, in California, that's what it was. In California, there was a bill to raise the gas prices higher, and they worded it in a way to where it tricked everyone, and they thought that they were saying for it not to be raised when they messed around and made it to where it's raised and it got passed. So, with all that being said, we about to have a lot of people from the West Coast, from California, moving. They're going to be moving soon. Yeah, they getting ready to migrate. So, look out, world. We're going to have a whole bunch of California. You gonna have some West Siders, homie. You gonna have some West Siders, homie. Talking about you, a Marquez Buster, homie. Hey, I love how them Cali folk talk, man. I love it. Marquez Buster, homie. They always got a homie somewhere. Oh, no, I know they don't all talk like that, and I know my impersonation is horrible. It's horrible, but some of them were like Vince Staples. Vince Staples, he always shout out to my homie that died last week. And a homie died today. Like, this nigga got a homie that died all the time. Like, how many homies you got that are just getting picked off, brother? Yeah, it was a terrible impersonation. I gotta hang around them more to get that Cali shit down. Oh, snap. Yeah, y'all didn't know. I am talking to one of the engineers of the show. You can't see her. I don't think she want to be seen. And guess what? Y'all ain't going to see her unless she want to be seen. So, oh well. But she happens to be, she the one with the dimples, y'all. And she from Cali. That's dope. That's dope. My father was originally from Inglewood. And I went to California for the very first time a few months ago, and it was such a beautiful experience just being there, you know. Yeah, I love the weather. The weather is just beautiful all the time. Like, dang, you ain't got to worry about no dumbass rain and cloudy skies. I'm talking about California is beautiful. Beautiful. Man, I tell you what, though, I ain't never going back to that goddamn ghetto-ass Church's Chicken that I went to. Oh, my God, I went to the most ghetto. Oh, man, I must have been in Crenshaw or something. Let me tell you, they went to Church's Chicken and they gave me I ordered a 3-piece mixed. Now, a 3-piece mixed is a breast, a leg and a wing, breast, thigh, and leg, breast, thigh, and a wing, some of that nature. I'd be damned if that goddamn woman didn't give me 3 legs. Paid $9 for that meal. 3 legs. That ain't no mix. Y'all got over. I'm a big boy. You see it? I'm a big boy. Hell, I'm gonna do with 3 legs. I'm a man. Come on now. Even a small man gonna need about 5 or 6 legs. Them little ass legs they got too. You gotta have about 5 or 6 of them legs to be satisfied. Yeah, that was the most ghetto. Listen, she had to hand me the food through a bar. The window was barred up. She had to hand it through a metal bar. Hey, they don't play in Cali, boy. West side. Shit. Hey, look at a little ass leg, man. It was terrible, but I loved it. Ooh, I loved it. I can't wait to go back. Can't wait to go back. Just to let y'all know, let's see, we will be here next week. We will not be here the following week. Yeah, around Thanksgiving, because I'm going to be leaving town. Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
So you won't be here at 21st?
Yeah, I won't be here on the 21st. We'll be playing a rerun. I'll be in Arkansas eating that good ass country Thanksgiving food.
Come back the 28th?
Yeah, I will be back then. Yeah, but we're gonna go out with a bang next week. Next week gonna be nice. We're gonna do something special. I'm gonna figure something out. Man, I need you viewers, you people that do rock with me though, to make sure that you subscribe, follow your boy, Osker D Nation. I need to get something to put to where my social media is showing. I might have to give me a little backdrop, something to stick right there or whatever. Yeah. Let me get them followers up. I ain't got, let's see, IG I ain't got but what, 16,000 followers. I need more than that. Look, I got passion in here. We're gonna get her popping in a minute. Get her popping in a minute. We gotta do some work together. Yeah, we're gonna do some work together. I need you to take some pictures of me. Yeah, I gotta get doctored up though. I'm looking rough. I've been sick for so long. That pneumonia was beating my ass. Oh my goodness, that pneumonia was putting. That pneumonia was doing what some of you mad son bitches wish you could do. Yeah, it was doing a job for you. It damn near killed me. I'm telling you, y'all was damn near out of there. Y'all was gonna be doing one of them in memory things with me. If I'm telling you, cause I was damn near out of there. I was damn near out of there. You're out of there. Thank God Almighty. Oh man. Let me tell y'all about this damn food. I shouldn't even. I'm gonna tell y'all so y'all go look him up for yourself. And this is damn shame. I'm giving him notoriety by saying this, but I have to. There is a man on YouTube by the name of Jesse Lee Peterson. Older guy. He been around. He been on TV. He been on Bill Maher. He been on Fox News. He comes on there a lot. But when I tell you that he is Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks, for real, listen. He'll when you won't apply, he a full-blooded coon. He a full-blooded coon. I promise you. I'm the worst type of person in the world. Oh, my God. It's so atrocious, and it's addictive. It's to the point I have to watch him, and he be pissing me off. Because it's amazing the things that he says out of his mouth. For one, he a funny ass looking little old dude, and he has a speech impediment. His favorite word is so basic. That's so basic. That's how he talk. That's so basic. All he does is talk bad about black people. He blames black people for everything. He's black. Black as a song, no. But he loved white people. He loved Donald Trump. The great white hope, Donald Trump. He called him the great white hope. And he says that racism doesn't exist and never has. Yeah. He said he was raised up in the under Jim Crow laws in Alabama. And he said that everything was just fine then. He said he was raised on the plantation. He said you have not lived unless you pick cotton. And I'm listening to all this bullshit, and I'm saying in my head, I'm like, hey, is he trolling? I'm like, he gotta be trolling. Like, he can't be serious. I don't know. He been doing this for a long time. I'm starting to believe he believe what he's saying. He been doing this he been doing this since the 90s. I looked at old videos where he was on there talking about how affirmative action is bad and the civil rights movement messed up everything, and Jesse Jackson is doing the devil's work, and I'm talking about bad about black folks. I'm talking about black folks are racist and white people scared to say something out of fear of black people. All this crazy. You got to go see this dude for yourself. He is a full-blooded coon. He is a full-blooded idiot. And you know what? I hope somebody cuts this part of the video and sends it to him. Jesse Lee Peterson, you are a piece of shit. You are. He is crazy. He talks about how black people hate themselves. They hate their mother because, you know, if they were raised just by their mother, they hate their mother, and that's why they hate white people and all. What the hell are you talking about? And it's funny because he's not intelligent at all. It would be different if he was articulate and very intelligent. He's not intelligent. He's not an intelligent person. And I'm trying to figure out how in the hell does he have such a big platform? But when you think about it, man, the racist people love him. He's a full-blooded coon. Like, he don't even realize he'll be on shows with people that are very intelligent, and it'd be like white folks or whatever. And they'll let him talk, and you'll see the split screen, and they'll be laughing at his ass the whole time. They laughing at him, not with him, because he ain't laughing. He talking. They letting him just talk, and all he does is talk bad about black people. That's all he does. All he does is talk about black people. That's his whole thing. He's against black people. Full-blooded coon. He's a piece of shit. Yeah, I'm talking about. I don't hate you, Jesse Lee Peterson, but I'm gonna tell you this, man. I pray to God. Forgive me, Lord. I pray that God bitch slaps some sense into you, because you need it. If not, if you reject his love and his information and his unconditional touch, I wish nothing but, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the greatest, arthritis to start from your forehead and go all the way down to the crack of your ass. I hope you wake up in the morning with that. And I hope it lasts for 3 weeks straight. I do. I want it to happen to you. I wish arthritis would strike you from your forehead to your ass crack. You piece of shit. You poisoning our people. You are a piece of shit. Instead of uplifting our people or giving them the information, since we so fucked up, as you say, why not tell a person how they can be better instead of pointing out their flaws? It's about that time. Skin time. T-bone steak time. A1 sauce better be at the goddamn house, nigga. I'm going to make your ass walk out in the rain and get it. I don't play no games. There are 3 things in life that you should always listen to. The children, the animals, and Osker D. Ladies, you'll never be first, but you might be next. And fellas, we need more alpha males, man. You know, let them beta males keep doing what they doing. We as a people, we need to get better and start showing each other more love and support. And to all you hating bastards that's so sensitive, and for you haters that's mad at me, kiss my ass. I'll see you next week.
Big city, bright lights, fancy cars, jet flying, limousine ride, chick stealing, wheeling and dealing, son of a gun. Learn to love it, cause it's the best thing going. Mothers, hide your daughters. Big city, bright lights, that's what I'm dreaming.